Central Kentucky's real estate talk show with a little bit of Lexington.
Welcome to episode number 7 of Love Lex. I'm Whitney Pannell, my husband Rick Pannell. We're with Keller Williams, Greater Lexington. And today we've got a series of topics. We've got tip of the week, my foodie tip, Rick's worthless knowledge, and our guest speaker. So welcome to the show and stay tuned.
Whitney's tip of the week.
My tip this week is for you to go get in your crawl space.
Sounds more like a challenge as opposed to a tip.
And how many people go crawl around in their crawl space? Nobody. But oftentimes on these inspections, we'll get the report back and it will say, crawl space is full of mold. Suspect mold in the basement. So that's my tip. Hire somebody, if you don't want to do it yourself, to go down and do a visual inspection of your crawl space. And if you see the black stuff or white suspect stuff, you probably got mold. So we're going to meet with Mark Sears here shortly, and he's going to tell us exactly how to look for the steps for mold, treat for mold. It is treatable.
You know, the short period of time that I've been doing this, when I see that mold, I must admit, it's like, oh, it's like mold. So Mark's going to give us those tips, so what we need to do to take care of that situation.
Exactly. So get down in your crawl space. Thanks.
Nobody likes to hear associated with their house. It's called
Mold.
Mark, that being said, wow, what is it that we need to know about mold?
Well, mold is a subject of much confusion, and I do advise everyone not to Google the word mold if your inspection comes back positive.
Okay.
But 3 simple steps, literally. Have a professional hygienist test for the mold. That basically will determine how severe it is, if anything at all needs to be done. Second, a professional, certified, licensed preferably, comes in and does a remediation. Since mold spores are as small as 2 microns, that post-test is what's needed to determine if I, like a contractor, did my job. So if you do all 3 steps and that's it, you should be safe and your sales should go through
Great.
clean.
Great. Awesome.
Well, tell us, whenever I see water, like say in a crawl space, a basement, immediately we're like, whoa. Is water always associated with mold?
Yes.
Or vice versa, mold associated with the water?
Well, it is. I mean, it takes 3 things for mold to grow. Moisture is one of them. But mold will grow 24 to 48 hours. So if you do have a water leak in your home, don't panic. As long as you get it cleaned up, dried up professionally and timely, you should have no mold problem at all from that event.
Right. And I've had in the past some sellers say, oh, well, we'll just get bleach and clean it right off.
True.
How does that work?
Well, bleach will kill mold, don't get me wrong, but bleach will not kill spores that are in the air, number one, and it also will not kill the subsurface of mold, which is the hyphae. It's kind of a root that kind of beds itself. The bleach cannot reach it. It takes a remediation
Mold sounds like
act.
it's a real deep subject.
It is. But bleach can get surface mold off, but it is not recommended for your complete remediation. It will not help your test be any better.
Okay. Well, really appreciate you coming today. You've been very helpful, and hopefully this will help the next seller that wants to sell their home and has some water problems or mold, so it can be fixed. That's the good thing.
Yes, it can.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Now's the time we're going to talk about food. This week, we're on the search for the best piece of bacon we could find.
And if you know me, you know that I love bacon. And one of my favorite places is Willie's, locally known in Lexington, locally owned by Wilson Sebastian and Lee Greer. Wonderful restaurant, and they have the bacon flight.
And let me tell you what, it is fantastic.
It is so good. There's lots of different flavors. We'll roll the clip and you can see just how good it is. So we're here today at Willie's, locally known on Southland Drive, and we have ordered the bacon flight. It's the only place in town that serves the bacon flight, and I'm going to have our server tell us all the different flavors because they're quite extensive.
Alrighty, so over here we've got a regular strip. This one is the garlic rosemary. This one here is our signature sauce, the blackberry habanero.
That's my favorite.
This one is candied with brown sugar. Woo! And this one is Caribbean jerk dry rub.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So it's a little too hot right now, but we've had it many times. We order it every time we're here. So come in for the bacon flank. Rick, what kind of worthlessness or trivia do you have for us this week?
Well, let's see. I've got one that you may know, possibly. This is kind of neat. Everybody in Kentucky loves a hot brown, right? I mean, a hot
best.
brown is the best.
Yes,
I mean, it's
definitely.
an open face turkey and bacon sandwich with Mornay sauce, shredded cheese. I mean, it's to die for.
It's decadent.
Decadent. Kind of rich, I'm sure.
Yes,
Is it ever?
yes. You're making me hungry.
Okay, but that being said, let's talk a little trivia. Who invented, or should I say started, the hot brown, and where was that first?
I know it. I know that answer.
No, you
yes, I
don't.
do.
No,
Yes,
you
at the
don't.
Brown Hotel in
What?
Louisville. Yep, I'm going to trump you. It's at the Brown Hotel.
She did. She's exactly right. 1926, a guy named Fred Smith was working at the Brown Hotel in Louisville, and he created the Kentucky hot brown.
That's a great dish for next week's food. I think I'll try it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll go to the Brown. Who knows?
Let's do it. Let's go check it out. So next week, it could be the Kentucky hot brown. So until then, next time on Live, Love, Lex, this is Whitney, I'm Rick, and we'll see you next time.
Signing off. Have a great week.